What's up guys, this is your boy the average gamer 98 here, back with another video for Injustice 2 Mobile. And in this video we are gonna look at the on ice solo raid artifacts, and there are a lot of issues again, and I definitely hate this on ice solo raid event already because there are a ton of reasons out there, seriously guys. So we are gonna look at the artifacts, and the way I am gonna do is actually I'm gonna jump into the store, and at the store the artifacts are kind of available. So we're going to review it through that way. So let's look at here, and we're going to go into the starter pack because here we would be able to see it. So we will see 9 of the artifacts here, and the other artifact will be in solo raid winning boss. So we're going to check that out. So the thermal gloves is the best artifact. The major problem with this cryo artifacts is, you can see here, it doesn't give team attack bonus. This is a huge step that they have taken to nerf the beta club. This is a step to nerf the beta club. Why? Because the beta club is going to do a ton of damage whenever it gets bonus attack from the other artifacts, or it's in Rise of Krypton where the beta club grants itself a lot of attack. But with this new set of artifacts, you're not going to get any attack boost to the beta club, and as a result, Batman Ninja Catwoman is not going to do more than, say, 200 million damage. That's the cap, or maybe even 100 million damage, 120 million damage. So these artifacts are in a way present to nerf beta club. So with that being said, let's look into the artifacts though. So the first one is the cryo artifact, which I believe is the strongest artifact of all the cryo artifacts here. And what does it do? It gives 55% chance to apply burn for 6 seconds upon wearer tag in, plus 2.4% attack per basic and swipe attack against burning opponents, maximum 50 stacks. So if you have a character which does burn, so let's recall the characters that does burn in the first place. So one is Multiverse Armor Supergirl with her SP1. Then there is Justice League Superman with his SP3. So these are the 2 characters that come on top of my mind, where, you know, like they do a burn. Otherwise, you'll have to keep on tagging out and stacking this maximum 50 stacks. And if it's possible to do this stack maximum 50 times per basic and swipe attack hits, and this kind of retains, and as far as I know, this would be able to retain it even if you tag out. This particular thing means that you have to tag in pretty fast and get this 50 stacks up and start doing damage. It's gonna do at this level 1, it increases in higher levels. We are gonna check at the higher levels as well. So let's compare it at the higher levels. So this is at level 1. What's it at level 5? This would give us an idea at level 5. So at level 5, it gives plus 4% attack up from that previous percentage that we were seeing, and 10 seconds burn, 75% chance to apply. It's not guaranteed. It would be guaranteed, I believe, once we level it up to level 10. That's guaranteed there, and this attack stat is going to increase as well. Then it would be much more useful. But at this point of time, I feel you're better off with non-cryo artifacts, given the fact that you are going to get some additional attack damage from, you know, the main artifact, that is NORAS, something ice ball or something like that. The NORAS artifact, that is going to give you attack stat, but it's not going to carry over to the teammates, which is a big bummer, like I mentioned. So let's look at the robotic spider here. So this is a good artifact, and this is the best artifact, I would say. Let's look at the robotic spider. 65% chance to remove opponent's hazard by stepping on it. 11 seconds cooldown for second check if it's in hazard. Spawns a healing area that restores 4% of max health per second. Area respawns every 25 seconds. So this is similar to what we see for the dark metal cards, where there is an area, and I think again, if you're tagging in and tagging out, it's going to reset the area. So that's good in a way. But healing, I don't know if you need that much of healing, but it seems because it's not going to grant you a lot of health and a lot of, you know, attack boost, we would probably require this healing, and this makes this artifact a pretty interesting and important artifact because it has chance to remove, and this chance is going to get increased, I believe, with once you level it up. So I think it's going to be 80% or 90%, probably 25% more, 90% chance to remove opponent's hazard by stepping on it. And that should be good, because once you remove the hazards, like if it's permanent hazards, like in league raids, this is going to be a pretty interesting artifact to use in P3. But apart from that, again, it's a mid-level artifact, because you can see the attack bonus 6,900 attack. It's a mid-level artifact as well. So it's a good one, but not the best out there is what I would say. Let's look at the Cryo engine. It's again another mid-level artifact, 65% chance to apply Unbreakable. They're using a new mechanism at this point of time called Unbreakable. It chance to ignore damage from basic and ranged attack. I mean, if you do a combo interruption at the end of the day, you're literally ignoring damage, or little to no damage you're taking. 50% power generation under Unbreakable. So I think this is again still good, but it doesn't provide you a huge advantage to league raids, and I still don't see a huge advantage to the solo raids as well, the on-ice solo raids. But it's okay. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a mid-level artifact at the end of the day, right? So I mean, new mechanism, that's fine. Is it OP? Answer is definitely no. Is it better than the robotic spider? I don't think so. From the stats that I saw now, I think the robotic spider is a bit better. Let's compare it with the polar slippers. 2 seconds unhittable after tag in, plus 0.2 seconds unhittable duration for every following tag in, maximum 4 stacks. That means 2.8 seconds unhittable after tag in. Unhittable means your special ability is not going to work on you. Okay, the opponent, if an opponent is using a special ability, it's not going to work on you. And 2.8 seconds only, it doesn't matter, because if you just do a combo after tagging in, your 2.8 seconds is just going to be over in a flash. Flash. Is it working? Flash. Flash is in a flash. Immune to freeze is important, I believe, because given the modifiers that I'm seeing of the bosses, I think that's going to be important. So it's basically NRS is trying to force you to get this artifact. It's forcing you to get this artifact. Is it good in other places? Right now, first impressions, nope, it's not good at all. Let's look at Polar Slip, the freeze grenade, not Polar Slippers. 50% chance to apply Snowstorm on basic and swipe attacks for 9.5 seconds. Snowstorm removes the opponent's positive effects and prevents new ones from being applied. Also disables opponent's random special. 130% attack against opponents affected by Snowstorm. 50% chance to apply freeze for 5 seconds after successful special. This is way good. Way better than the other artifacts. I think it's better than the robotic spider too. But it's not giving huge damage buffs like similar to what we see for the Beta Club. Like, I don't expect it to go way beyond. And the bosses who are immune to freeze, I don't know whether this is gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. For that scenarios, you'll have to use Mr. Freeze to freeze the bosses, because if it's immune, I don't think this will take place. This 50% chance is gonna take place. If it's not immune, it's well and good. This 50% chance, I think, is gonna get increased as well, which we can check here. Freeze grenade, right? That's it's called. So at level 4, what's the value of this one is what we're getting. We're getting at 48% chance to apply freeze, so it's just 2% increase. So it would increase to 60% chance to apply freeze. Man, that is not great at all. That's not great at all. At level 10, that is. So lots of resources spent, literally getting nothing. Let's look at the next one. Cryo Artifact, Cryo Battery. 35% chance to power lock for 3 seconds on a successful special. 16% power generation for 8 seconds on successful special. Like, I mean, it doesn't help, man. It doesn't help with this power lock and this power generation. It doesn't help, and it's a very low level artifact, I would say. It's a mid level at the end of the day, I think, with the attack boost, or it's a lower level. So, and it's a T1 level artifact, and it's just ridiculous. These artifacts are worse. I think it's worse or at par with the last contract solo raids. Like, those artifacts were pretty worse as well, with the God Killer being the exception there, and the icon suit will also be, I'll say, at par exception, I would say. Alright, high-tech red goggles. 65% chance to apply blind for 10 seconds after successful blocking a special. 45% critical attack chancing in blinded opponents. I mean, after successfully blocking a special, man. Why do you want to take damage? I don't understand their concept. You want to block specials to, trigger something. Why? I mean, you should do damage to trigger something, not block. It's an offensive game at the end of the day, guys. It's an offensive day. Offensive game at the end of the day, not offensive day at the end of the game. Whatever. All right, so let's look at the next one. That is cryogenic handheld. 35% chance to apply freeze for 3 seconds on each third successful basic combo hit. Steal 1.5 power bars by freezing the opponent. I think this percentage chance increases as well. What is it called? Is it called? What's it called? It's called cryogenic handheld. Let's look at it at lower level. So it has 32% chance. So it's increasing by 3%. It's gonna increase to 50%, which is decent with the basic attacks if you're able to freeze. And I don't think it's gonna get applied again to bosses which are immune to freeze. So it won't be helpful there, but this is a good mechanism to freeze and steal the power bar. So in a way, this is acting as, you know, sword of salvation in a way, and also freezing. So this is a good artifact, but again, very low attack boost. So it's not gonna help you guys. It's not gonna help you. And because it's not sharing attack across the team, again, it's pretty bad, I would say, end of the day. The last one is the Cure Serum here. 15% of max health healed over 5 seconds after any hero is knocked out. Plus 35% damage over time resistance, plus 35% stun resistance. It's self-explanatory out there, but it's very bad. Overall, these artifacts get this rating from me. It's complete garbage, guys. It's complete garbage. Thermal gloves is good. The spider is good. And I think that freeze grenade is good. That's what I would say. Those I would rate as top 3 artifacts. Let's look at the main artifact that you get. That's the final artifact that you get from finishing off the solo raids. You get 11% max health healed after performing a successful special. 23% attack after performing a successful special, max 4 times. 23 into 4 is 92. You get 92% attack boost, which is okay. Not great. It's not exceptional. And this attack boost is, I believe it's again from the base attack, which means you're gonna have 2000 attack bonus or 3000 attack bonus at max at level 1. NORAS Snow Globe. It's not working well, guys. It's not working well. Upon defeat, instead of getting KO'd, where attacks out and heals back 23% of max health over 6 seconds, max 2 times per battle. That's good. It's giving some defensive stats. It's not an offensive stats. Creates an ice clone instead of wearer with 22% health and 43% attack. I mean, when does this ice clone trigger? I think probably upon defeat. But if it's not upon defeat, would be interesting to see once we are able to get our hands on it. But again, this is not one of the greatest artifacts that you're going to use in league raids and other solo raids as well. So overall, my verdict here, again, this is my opinion. Entire objective of Cryo Artifacts is to nerf the Beta Club. That's the objective I can see. So, a long rant. I'm ranting, guys. I'm literally helpless. I have to rant. You probably haven't seen content like this before on my channel. But that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done already. This is your boy, the Average Gamer 98 over here, signing off. You guys take care. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.